sometimes they're not as serious, you know, so they be like, oh, can you look at this? Or I got a business thing, or I got this or that. I want to work with youth. I love youth and all of those things. And to be honest, some people are consistent with it, and some people just talking because maybe they went to church on Sunday and somebody said, you know, you guys need to touch somebody. And that week they want to touch somebody, but then when other weeks go down, they like, I don't feel like touching nobody. But I can say that this brother right here that I'm about to introduce, he is committed to making a change in the community here in South Florida. He is committed to being a voice for a lot of people that don't have a voice around here in the community. And I respect him a lot because I see him just moving forward, and sticking to what he said he was going to do from the first time I met him. So I give this gentleman much kudos. He is actually an author of the book, The Courage to Believe, and he actually has some of his books and items in the back, and he's from South Florida, the Pompano area. And I'm going to let him come up and just give his words of encouragement and inspire you guys to keep moving forward. So right now, I don't want to take too much time. I would like Mr. Kevin Dorival to please come up.
Blessings, everybody. How everyone doing? Yes, as he mentioned, my name is Kevin Dorival. I'm a mentor, author, inspirational speaker, and I'm also the host of the show called The Courage to Believe. Well, actually, it's not the Courage, that's the name of my book. But my show is called King Kevin Show. It airs every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And where are my queens at? Any queens in here?
Amen.
How about my kings? Where the kings at in the building?
Yo.
Can I get a hoorah?
Hoorah.
I can't hear you.
Hoorah.
All right. Well, let me start off with a joke. Back in the day, like about 2008, I was going to an event at FAU. Monique, you guys heard of Monique, the comedian?
Yeah.
Before she got big, she used to tour around the country, doing events and things like that. So she happened to do one at FAU. So I invited my cousin, his name is Philton. And what happened with Philton was I told him earlier in the week, look, I'm gonna get your ticket, just ride with me, we're gonna have a good time. Just be ready by such time. So when I went to go pick him up, of course I called him ahead of time, he wasn't ready. And he didn't even take a shower. So I'm like, man, are you serious? The show's about to start in 30 minutes, you haven't taken a shower yet. He said, man, don't worry about it, you know how I get ready. So, okay, being patient, he gets out the shower, and he walks out with his clothes in his hand that weren't even ironed. I said, man, are you serious? The show's about to start, you even got the clothes ironed. He said, don't worry about it, cuz just sit back, watch a little football, and, you know, we'll be on our way. Now, okay. He ironed his clothes, and then he has his shoes in his hands, and his shoes has no laces in it.
Wow.
Mind you, this is in Lauderdale, and we gotta get to Boca by a certain amount of time, within 30 minutes. Well, by now it's like 20 minutes. I said, man, you playing around, I'm gone. And I actually left. And I didn't feel guilty about it because he wasn't prepared for the opportunity that was given to him. And that's what happens to a lot of us in life. We just aren't prepared. Now, I grew up single parent home, just like many of you. My mom came from Haiti back in the 80s and raised us. I'm the second born of 5. And we just made a lot of mistakes growing up. You know, she was always working. And I understand, I completely relate with the young lady who came up here talking about her son. That wasn't how she raised me. However, I had peer pressure. I had people that were telling me to do this when I knew I should be doing the other thing. And that's what happens. Birds of a feather flock together. So it's very important to be wise with who you surround yourself with. And like you said earlier, you want to be an NFL player. Who's your favorite team?
Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos? Not because they're winning, right?
Amen.
What position you play?
Receiver.
Receiver, okay. Now, in order for you to be in the NFL, what do you have to do?
Go to college.
Come on, it has to be more than that.
Get your grades, boy.
I said NFL, not college. In order to be in the NFL, what do you have to do? Because you can walk on the NFL. and not even go to school.
Gotta make practice, do the right things,
Right.
have good behavior, things like that.
Definitely. You have to be dedicated to being in the NFL. And one way to do that is to be an excellent student. You're a student athlete. So school comes first. So don't let anyone tell you or do anything that would jeopardize that. Because that's exactly what I did. And when I was about the age of 21, ended up catching the case, which was a robbery. But really, it was a burglary, but they charged it as a robbery. And that really, like, threw all my dreams out the window. That's how I felt because of that mistake. And I'm here to let you know that even though you make a mistake, it ain't over until God says it's over. So I want you guys to really think hard about where you want to be and to plan out how you're going to get there. I practice something called SBE, speak it, believe it, and execute the plan. Can you guys say it for me? Speak it. You gotta say it louder. Speak it, believe it, and execute the plan. I have in my hand here, this is a little journal that I use. It has about 59 goals that I want to achieve in life. In 2013, I've accomplished about 6 of them. So I have roughly 53 to go. And the reason why I say speak it is because every day I speak these dreams to myself. I read them out loud or to myself, depending where I'm at. And by doing that, your ears hear it. Your eyes see it, your ears hear you speaking about it. Therefore, it enables you to believe in yourself. And I didn't always believe in myself. Writing a book called The Courage to Believe, I never thought I'd do something like that. But I knew that with the decisions that I made and being locked up, that there were many young men and women that were in the same shoes that I was, so I had to do something in order to help the next person, which is the community service you guys are doing. You're helping other individuals, you're planting seeds for your future. So therefore, I decided, okay, I overcame A, B, and C, let me go ahead and write this book. Now, despite the fact that I caught that criminal charge, I did the 9 months in jail, and it's funny because Judge Williams, I didn't know he was going to be here. But Judge Williams was the judge who allowed me to get off probation early once I had graduated from college. But while I was in jail, I wrote out my goals. I was going to graduate school. I didn't just say it, I wrote it out. I was going to graduate from college, I was going to play football for FAU, and that I was going to start a business because I knew that with my record, it's going to be very hard to get a job in corporate America. At least that's what I thought. Therefore, I believed in myself once I wrote out those plans and I kept speaking to myself. And then now it was time to execute the plan. So each and every one of you should have some sort of plan or goals that you want to accomplish in your life. I don't care how big it is or how small it is, but write it out and devote yourself. Find out from counselors, whether it's in your school or the place like the Urban League, how you can accomplish them. Because anything is possible if you put your minds to it. You have to be passionate about your dreams, because believe it or not, the system, once you're in the system as an adult, it doesn't want to let you go. It didn't matter how hard I tried to stay out of jail, guess what? Somehow I always ended back in there. And it wasn't because I was doing something wrong, it was the people that was around me, my friends. The fact that I was in the system every time, you know, I get pulled over or just caught up in the wrong place, maybe a dope house or something like that, or just anywhere around the facility, I get arrested. And so that's why you gotta be dedicated to accomplishing your goals. Don't allow what your mistake says to dictate your future, because you determine your future and your destiny. Not your record, not the police, not the judge, you do that. And that's about it. I'm glad to have been today. It was an honor, and may God bless all of you.